Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are located. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This fielded at the 2, and he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive, and they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". Throwing on first down. Roth. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake. Roth. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Counting down toward the midway point in corner 1. On 1st and 10. Roth. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roth. And that is incomplete. Carter, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there.
Here we go now.
From the gun, Roth. And some space here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to throw. Roth. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, what a move. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. Operating from the gun. Roth. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing again. Roth. It's hauled in by Hardy. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
from the gun on third down. Roth, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Broncos send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on second down. Roth. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Walters. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A swing pass caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And he's able to put it through. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Dances by him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Back to throw. Roth, complete over the middle to Hardy. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go. Green, 35.
They'll look to throw. Caught right side, it's Snead. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. first down. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. He'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And an alley to run. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down. Roth got his man complete over the middle. That's Hardy. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Roth. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Looking to throw on second down. Roth. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go.
From the gun, Roth. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA halftime report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Broncos are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Browns just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Broncos taking the field for their opening drive. Escobar is able to zero in on the QB here. This will go for a loss of 8. We go now late in the first. Here the throw is hurried and picked off. Broncos take it back all the way for the score. The Broncos strike first in this one. Now early in the second, defense will get to the quarterback here. This will go as a loss of 10. Broncos on 2nd and 7. Ingram's found on the quick pass, and this play will go for 6. That puts them on top by 14. So that's going to do it for us. We'll send you back now to field level for some more playoff football.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to throw. Roth looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hardy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Back to throw. Roth. Oh, he's got a little daylight and avoids the contact by sliding. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Roth. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw here. And some room to work. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll set up a throw. Brought in left side by Snead. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll set up to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down. It's done, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. To throw on 2nd down. Roth, he's going to fire one. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. A 23-yard run. And the Browns get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Throwing to start the drive. Roth. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roth. And he's going to go down again. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Roth. And some room to roam now. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
10 yards still left on second down.
Here we go now.
Walters with a grab over the middle. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Back to throw. He's got Snead. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So the offense has it 1st and 10. inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Ball on the 3. 3rd down and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you...
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive. Wrong. And this one's incomplete. fair to say hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to the air on second down. Roth had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Browns on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Roth. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and just 1.
All right, here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.